with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And look at this, right away a loose football, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Jones on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the draw, this is Barkley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 18.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw here, Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And the Steeler 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But it'll be 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. the gun. It's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Mike, ready? You 30?
Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
3rd down.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Saquon Barkley.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 22-yard scamper, and the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you quit a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well. Graham
Gano set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
He was
call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Mike, all right now. Block 80! We own it!
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11 now.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Roethlisberger will throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Complete to
Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Jones on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But
it got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Finds his tight end Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half.
18-yard line. Graham Gano on.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Samuels. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Steelers.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54
Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Put that thing up where you permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
49-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jones now from the gun on third down. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff to Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down carry for Barkley. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
On the carry.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 21-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Ball carrier.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block, and he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. From the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 7.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And the lead is down to 20.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 34. Giants 14. Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
11 yards there, first down.
And the Steeler first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, first and 10, right at the 40. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run again with Samuels on first down. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, Samuels. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Freeman. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And the Steeler first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made at the
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Johnson. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they take a knee.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Steelers, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Responsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Oh, yeah, irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You was scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like the cheetah prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Test the driver's sauce so I don't leave it.